Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Brooke will face a hope curveball while Liam makes a painful choice. At Brooke's place, Liam's been hearing Steffi words rattling around in his head. Now that Liam's standing in front of Hope, he's thinking reverse to Steffi's advice about it being time to tell Hope the verity. That doesn't mean Liam will actually go through with it. Liam may try to find some way to come clean about his brain excrescence and eventually funk out in the end. Maybe Liam will find the idea of telling Hope that he's dying too daunting and ultimately leave without making a real concession. Steffi will break the news about Liam's condition rather. Hope and Steffi will soon find some common ground when it comes to Liam, which is exactly the phenomenon he's hoping for before he fades down. Over with Brooke, she'll get some surprising updates from Deacon, who'll tell her about his recent visit to her place. Cleric was furious when he set up Hope with Carter, so he may fill Brooke in on Carter's rearmost attempt to reunite with their son. Cleric might mention Liam's visit to Hope as well and express his desire to see the brace reunite. Brooke will be taken suddenly over Hope's love life developments, especially when she hears Deacon's suggestion about Hope belonging with Liam. Will Deacon move Brooke that he's got the right idea? Will Brooke push Cleric to let Hope make her own romantic opinions rather? Cleric will remain convinced that Hope and Liam could have a bright future together if they just give their relationship another chance. Liam doesn't have important of a future left presently, so the stylish he can do right now is make prognostications about Hope and Steffi's armistice. Steffi and Hope try to get on. Finn may blow up his marriage with 7 words and leave Steffi floundering to believe what she's hail. Steffi and Finn have overcome plenitude of challenges throughout their relationship, but there's bone they haven't relatively conquered yet. The whole Luna story has taken a backseat recently, but that doesn't mean it's over. Luna will stop by the Precipice house to see Finn latterly. Although Steffi tried to ban Luna from Finn's life, Luna won't accept that and will pay her pater. An awkward visit. Finn is drawn to Luna and maybe wonders what would be if he could eventually give her the fatherly support she's pining. Luna will appeal to that part of Finn as she tries to move him. They both earn a real father-son bond. Still, effects will remain complicated for Finn since he doesn't want to provoke Steffi's wrath and put his family in jeopardy. It's easy to see why there are moping fears about the trouble Luna poses after all the terrible crimes she's married. Still, she's sure to protest up a fuss if Steffi finds Luna soliciting Finn in their own home. Steffi may shoot Luna out the door and remind Finn that he has to apply boundaries for their family's sake. Finn will no doubt suppose back on Luna's plea in the fate of all this. The longer Finn stays piecemeal from Luna, the more he's going to wish they could reconnect. Sheila will continue to help Luna as she fights for a future that includes her father. At some point, Luna is presumably going to wear Finn down. It might bear some heroic act on Luna's part, or perhaps she could end up in grave peril rather. There'll probably be commodity to shake up Finn's world and make him see that he can't live without Luna in it any longer. That's when Finn may go to Steffi with the 7 words that could blow up his marriage. I just can't abandon my son presently. After everything Luna's done, Steffi may have a hard time believing what she's hail if Finn takes that station. It could lead to Steffi making some divorce prognostications if Finn can't flash back what's at stake. Another round of bad news could be brewing in Finn and Steffi's marriage, so stick with us for updates on all the fermentation. Liam discovered his phenomenon before Hope asked what was wrong with her partner. At the Precipice house, Steffi assured Liam that she wasn't giving up on a phenomenon, but Liam suggested perhaps his phenomenon could be having a continuing impact. Still, he felt that'd be a phenomenon to him, if Liam could help Hope and Steffi make peace. Just when Liam got dizzy and plotted to keep his balance, Finn came home. That led to some talk about the neuroplatoon before Liam reiterated his desire to help Steffi and Hope come together. Since Liam planned to go see Hope, Steffi formally again pushed him to come clean to her about his medical condition. At Brooke Place, Cleric wasn't pleased to find Carter making another reunion plea to Hope. Cleric offered a memorial about telling Carter to stay down from his son, so Carter eventually took off. When Liam showed up next, Deacon kept dropping hints about his reunion with Hope. Although Liam had made miscalculations of his own, Deacon felt that he'd grown as a person. Once Cleric suggested Liam and Hope should renew their future as a couple, he made his exit. Hope was sorry since Deacon surpassed, but Liam didn't mind and started talking about how blessed he was to have Hope in his life all this time. Hope mentioned how Beth knew Liam would always be there for her, so he sounded like he was getting choked up. Despite Hope's reservations, Liam tried to play down effects and said he'd been doing some soul-searching. After Hope and Liam allowed back to chancing out Beth was alive, Liam got further emotional and left Hope terrified. As Hope prompted Liam to tell her what was wrong, he recalled Steffi obliging him to tell Hope the verity. At Forrester Creations, Daphne intruded Electra and a romantic moment by asking where Carter was. Electra suggested perhaps Carter was with Hope, so that news didn't please Daphne. Daphne trashed Hope a bit just before Carter popped up. Once Will and Electra stepped down to continue their lovey-dovey scenes away, Daphne made it clear to Carter that she allowed. He was better off with her rather of Hope. Daphne's prognostications about a future with Carter may be going nowhere. Ridge and Eric to continue being agitated about the fashion show. When people realize that Brooke and Taylor have both dissolved, there will be fear. At the Forrester Creations fashion show, there's supposed to be a big surprise. Ridge isn't apprehensive of it yet, but Eric has planned commodity special with Brooke. While Ridge is with Taylor, Eric and Brooke both suppose the golden is his true fortune. Getting Ridge to see that's another story, however. Brooke was supposed to come on stage. That hasn't happened because Taylor and Brooke are locked in a room together. Not only is Brooke wearing the looker, but this is likely part of Eric's big surprise. So, Taylor's little trick, whether accidental or not, could beget a lot of embarrassment for the company. Taylor and Brooke will still be locked in that room together. They will end up being saved, but it's not clear if it'll be before the fashion show ends. Taylor will have some serious explaining to do. It could bar Taylor from ever coming to an event like that again. Of course, Ridge will have to adjudicate her as both women will point the cutlet at each other. You know, it's really hard to believe Taylor works in internal health with how she behaves. Carter indeed though Carter really likes Daphne he can't stop allowing about Hope. There's also the situation with Liam. Steffi just learned that the father of her son is dying from an inoperable brain excrescence. Liam is also soliciting her to keep this to herself. While Steffi deals with the fashion show fallout, how will she keep Liam's secret as well? That's a huge cargo for anyone to carry. Eric and Ridge are drooling in the Forrester Creations main office. Eric thinks Ridge should be with Brooke. Ridge says he's veritably happy with Taylor. Eric is happy for his son but notes he isn't with the love of his life. He's been backing the two of them for a long time and isn't going to stop now. Ridge tells him to stop as he's committed to Taylor. Eric doubles down and reminds his son he's neither wedded nor engaged. He says Ridge belongs with Brooke and walks down.